Hey, it's Tom from Mystery Game Fight Club, and welcome to Top 8 of Tournament of Champions 2025. How we doing, Scott?
Doing pretty good, Tom. We did it. All of these champions from years and years and years of different mystery game tournaments, mystery fighting, mystery any game, mystery puzzle game, mystery Pokemon game, have battled it out in a tournament of champions, mystery any game style, single elimination to get to this top 8. This match alone, we have A-Bomb, a 2-time mystery game tournament of champions winner, the only competitor to ever win 2. So many would call him the GOAT, versus Jommy Pods, not new to mystery game, but his first year coming to Tournament of Champions as a champion. He was our mystery Pokemon stadium champion, a mystery draft Pokemon stadium tournament. Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So we'll see who's got the guts. Both of these players know each other pretty well in their play style. Jimmy, I believe, picking Shovel Knight, or not Shovel Knight, Plague Knight, and A-Bomb running with Propeller Man. Tom, tell us a little bit about this game. I see some health, I see some gems. What's going on here? How do you win this game?
All right, so this is Shovel Knight Showdown, an add-on after they've met their crowdfunding goals. So we are trying to collect gems in this mode, but we also have health. If you notice the 4 bubbles up top, that is health. We also have stocks, where you see Propeller Knight has, well, it's gone right now, but Propeller Knight has 5 stock and Plague Knight has 4, I believe. So you can either collect the gems or you can knock each other out, whichever happens first.
2 win conditions. Tom, who's this lady on the ground? Can I talk to her? Can I make her my ally?
You know, she seems pretty indifferent. You know, she's got work to do.
She's third party. I understand. So we have 5 gems apiece. Health with a little bit of advantage for Plague Knight. You see Plague Knight having a severity. He's got that like Akuma Fireball-like approach. So a major advantage if he can get above you vertically. But Propeller Knight, just the classic fencer. Got the long form joust. Man, I don't know what the heck Propeller Knight just did, but it looks horrifying. He's taken just the right amount of LSD, and he's trying to grab a flying chicken, like you do when you're on LSD. Plague Knight just getting the fuck out of Dodge. Just stay the hell away from me when you're flashing blue. 7-6, Propeller Knight with a little bit of an advantage here as far as the gems are concerned. Jommy Pod's going to have to get one, and he does. It's tied up 7-7 with 7 seconds left. Plague Knight Hail Marying. Oh, but a gem appears right in front of Propeller Knight to take it.
That's all he needed.
Tom, that got resolved in the last few seconds.
It sure did.
A-Bomb showing why he's the alleged GOAT. You see it here. It's not just about having skill. It's about having skill, versatility, and a heaping helping of luck. Moving on, we got Crizzle versus Cook. Going to Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. Now, both of these players fighting game players. Cook, a very, very talented Smash Ultimate Little Mac player. And Crizzle, a Tekken 7 and 8 Eddie player. But neither of these folks are very familiar with Third Strike. And Third Strike gets real wild when you're not familiar with it. A lot of the exploits are not there, so you're playing a very different game. It's a little bit more traditional Street Fighter on this level. You see Cook just coming in with a Buki, though. I mean, let me tell you, if you want to talk about like good instinctual picking, it is picking a ninja type character. Like anyone that's using ninjutsu, they're probably going to have fast normals, and it will probably be advantageous to just see whatever specials you can learn. They'll probably be a little bit tricky, almost like a knowledge check a lot of times. And you see that in this first round. Cook just dominated with an air fireball, which if you don't know how to handle is rough, and that super good jump that Ibuki has.
Yeah, those fast normals really doing work.
Yeah, super good. Like a crazy nice medium kick too, especially at this level that medium kick flies. But here's the thing, because of that air fireball, You see that she kind of stops herself in the air, but if you don't do that, you have a full jump in. So it's a pretty hard mix-up. Finding the DP right there. Cook looking good, but Crizzle starting to find his normals. Ken, a great character to pick if you're going Hail Mary in this game. It's got a lot of good and easy conversions. 15-minute Google check makes Ken the best character in the game, and 15 years of practice also makes Ken the best character in the game. So you can't go wrong with him. You see Crizzle able to just use jumping lights to anti-air in the air and taking that second round pretty convincingly. You know what that means, Tom. I can't believe it. Oh my God. We're going to final round. Final round gets the super in the air, but Crizzle able to just deny it. The second one hitting, but not for as much damage as you would expect. Though that super's not super low damage, the big thing is all of those like fires are individual hits, so you probably won't get them all to line up if you're Hail Marrying it. So it really doesn't do a lot of damage. Rejected again. Crizzle saying, I know what you had for breakfast, and I do not like it. Getting in there, any hit will do it. Super scary. Another jumping light anti-air. That taking Crizzle through the game. Super great match. You love to see it. Just a fun game to watch anytime it comes on.
Yeah, even casually, Third Strike is just a great one to watch.
Yep. Annie and Samo coming. Tom, what the fuck is this game?
So this is Ballistic NG, which is heavily inspired by the classic Wipeout series of anti-grav racers. Here we have Annie Bladen, who qualifies from a mystery fighting game, and Samo, who qualifies from, well, nearly everything.
Yeah, now there are not seeds in our tournaments. However, Sam would be the second favored to take this tournament. Him and A-Bomb both, him, A-Bomb, and Exceladon really, the big three. A-Bomb with the most Tournament of Champions. Sam with a ridiculously impressive winning record in tournaments, but also game spread, but has not capitalized in a Tournament of Champions yet. So really great to see him in top 8. Looking confident instantly here. Just kind of using traditional arcade movement to just get through this racer. Especially with racers when you don't know the track, you kind of just have to trust your guts and let your eyes phase out so you can see those turns. Red, you know, you can tell when one's coming, and you can kind of sense how heavy they're going to be.
I like it, even though Annie crashes there, she's still having a good time.
Yeah, she's enjoying it. Annie definitely winning the best dress. And playing well. She's been playing well all tournament.
Coming into lap 3 already as we come around these turns.
Super fast game. Samo in first currently. Sammy's going to have to pull something mad. There's not enough time. Samo taking it. But Annie certainly winning best dress.
Without question.
So who's the real winner?
You know, Annie had a great run, especially making it all the way to top 8.
Super cool. Yeah, love to see it. Like, dude, now here's the thing. Annie gotta, you know.
What are you gonna do?
Camera.
Oh, yeah, I was on frame for just a second there. I was explaining that, yeah, if they wanted to check controls for half a second, they can do that, because, you know, this is Windjammers 2, and there are quite a few controls to get familiar with.
There are. This game's kind of a paradox in the fact that it's very easy to play, very complex to master. There are a lot of mechanics, but you can get away with not knowing any of them. So you can play this game like a fighter, or you can play this game like Pong. Really, the secret to winning in Windjammers is to just keep figuring it out. So if you see the scores, also Exceladon on here, a little fun fact about Exceladon, once again, our third favorite to win, probably the most mystery fighting game tournaments for sure. Super great in that level. And Akashi took losers, they're not losers, the last chance qualifier and came all the way here from winning that and making it into top 8. Akashi with a 9-point lead. You can really run leads up fast in this game. It is 2 sets, so it's all right if you get bulldozed this, quote, round 1. But it certainly can. You see these bumpers in the middle. Now, they're using them pretty well, but if you hit those bumpers dead on, they fuck you, man. These bumpers make a fool of me. I see them at my night. Tom knows what I'm talking about.
Oh,
we
absolutely.
played this game together. Akashi with that jump head. Not finding the follow-up on that. You can spike from there. And Exceladon on the board, 6-13. Plenty of time to spare, though. He's going to need to get a few more.
Ooh, some nice volleys there.
Yeah, super fast back and forth. Sometimes you got to throw a curveball. It's not all about the fastballs, Tom.
Yeah, just catch them sleeping every once in a while.
And the thing about those volleys, too, is when you're behind in score, they're not in your favor. Because the rounds are so short in Windjammers, too. So you see Akashi taking that first set pretty confidently. Exceladon ripping a super, but Akashi hitting A at just the right moment.
Oh.
Exceladon on the board. Now, the 2 side yellow goals are worth 3. The middle goal's worth 5. And getting the frisbee, throwing it up, and having it land on the ground is worth 4. So you can get a lot of different scores here, but those 5s will add up. 4 5-point shots is 20. 4 3-point shots is 12. So a pretty huge difference. 7-7. We're tied up here in the second set.
No, just playing it safe here.
Playing it slow. It's the first day. We don't have to get weird. Oh, finds the super. Akashi's blocked so many of those. It's pretty hard to do, and it can really get in your head, but he's just not letting it happen. 7-13. Exceladon with the lead here. Like I said, you can play this game like Pong. You can play this game like a fighting game. Akashi playing a little bit more like a fighting game. Or like Pong. Exceladon playing a little bit more like a fighting game. So you see the difference in play styles right away. Another 3 points, 7-19. 1 second to go. That's going to take the second set to Exceladon. You know what that means. Tom, I can't believe it. Oh, my God. We're going to final round. Final fucking round. Both of these mad lads getting silly with it. You see right there, Exceladon used a super on defense. If you use your super when the frisbee's coming at you, it just shoots it up. So you can use it offensively to do those super shots or defensively to just say, I don't want to deal with this bullshit. So very versatile supers in this game. Akashi hitting the bunker, and that allowing him to get those 3 points up 9-0. Plenty of time on the clock, but like I said before, this game is very stressful to be down on. Once you're down by, and a 5er. Getting close again. Oh, no, and the return 5er. Tom, that's the sort of high five you don't want to see.
Oh, it's rough.
Akashi has caught all those supers. It's insane.
That's a hard thing to do, too. We don't want to understate that fact.
Yeah, it does not. Ooh. That looks like it could have been a 3, but it was not. It was a 5, and that's time up. Look at how quickly you can just run away with the set in this. Great match, great match. Akashi taking that. All right, and we have the 1 seed versus the 2 seed. I mean, once again, there's not seeds. These are just favored statistics that I've made up. But, yeah. Once again, A-Bomb with the most Tournament of Champions wins. The only person to have 2. Samo with the largest knowledge spread of games in the tournament. It is ridiculous how many games he knows. However, both players familiar with Tekken to some degree. You see A-Bomb picking Paul and Devil Jin. Paul, one of his favorites. Devil Jin, a risky character to pick because of his low life, but very formidable once you get cooking. Samo going with Fang, another great character to just hit buttons with, and Bruce, who I don't know anything about. We're going to find out who Bruce is. 2v2, you lose the round when either or of your characters lose. So it's not like Marvel Versus where like they have to kill all your characters. They only have to kill one of them. Ooh, going in for that slow hit, and Fang just with good buttons. He's able to twice in a row now just shut down that flying kick. That time it hits, but is heavily punished. Ooh, but Paul does damage. Paul does damage. The lead back up to A-Bomb now. Bruce coming in. I know what those shorts mean. I know what that stance is. We're going to Muay Thai Town, Tom.
Sure are.
Doesn't matter the Tekken game. There's always one dude that does Muay Thai. It's a rule. Look at how much damage that does to Devil Jin. Almost half of his health from just getting a wrong button. Super risky. And not doing a lot of damage with those jabs either. Brutal.
90% down already.
Man, it was a blink and it's down. Both of Samo's characters looking really good on life. A-Bomb switching back to Paul. This Paul looking a lot more fierce. Gets a hit, but the second one blocks. It's not a hit string, it's a block string. Samo going up the round. And then getting a nice little damage off of that right there. See those juggles in the air? That's very good to do.
Yeah, Paul 75% down already. Just basically from juggles and basics.
Yeah, just a nice little launcher into makeup shenanigans. And then Bruce, yet again, also with a nice little three-piece combo. And he'll do it. He switches back to Paul. Look at that, though. Paul's got the damage, too. He gets both characters with that. Happy birthday to Paul. Yeah. But that's gonna do it. Don't count. Fang out. Samo taking it. Great match by both players, though.
Oh, right. I keep forgetting about this one. This is DreamMix TV World Fighters, a Japanese...
not a video game.
I kind of thought that too, but apparently this is a Smash-like in the... just barely a Smash-like. I mean, we're not trying to knock each other off stages. We're trying to collect hearts here.
Tom, it's only a Smash-like if there's celebs in it. Oh, we got some celebs.
And we got some royalty up in here, man. We got Optimus Prime. We got Bloody Roar.
Is that Barbie?
No, it's not Barbie, but it's definitely someone who's like Barbie. She's got my favorite special in the game.
Oh, really? What is it?
So she does a little dance jig, and then she magnets hearts out of you. It can be from, like, a pretty good distance away.
We have a character I've never... Go Tots. You know what you want. There we go. Hell yeah. So we got Snake in a tux versus some generic-ass character I've never seen in my fucking life.
Adventure Man.
Adventure Man. Tuxedo Snake versus Adventure Man. A tale as old as time. We're going to the baseball field. USA, baby. We love the baseball. This is how baseball is played, too.
The only way it's played.
A baseball match. Yeah. So getting that weird thing in the middle. Tom, how do you win this?
So the idea
What's the win condition for this game?
So you see these guys rushing after these hearts. You need to collect hearts, and that is your quote-unquote health. When you run out of those hearts, a winged heart will sprout from that character, and that's big trouble. If you lose that big heart, you're done.
So the secret of the game is to not fall in love.
Ah, yeah.
Getting a few hits. But Akashi just with this snake. Just able to always come out on top somehow.
Now these normal hits just doing all the work they need to. I want to Adventure Man's hearts out.
Ooh, just high enough to where he can't get it. Jumps to it. Round one, taking it for Akashi. The moral of the story is don't fall in love and wear a suit.
The suit goes a long way, man.
Lightning power shoots him up. And again. Oh, that's all he needed to get the heart out. The Snake able to recover. Okay, so you can collect your heart back.
Yes, you can get your heart back.
And the hits again. The heart comes out again. Akashi says, I don't want the heart. I'm not done fucking with you. Turns Snake into a tiny man. He steals his heart. We've all been there.
All right, we're here at round 3. Oh, yeah, Adventure Man collecting quite a few hearts here.
Good no run. Nice little start there. Akashi saying, you collect your hearts. I'm going to fight. I'm getting weird. Got a special on block. Akashi getting these hits and just waiting for wake up. Timing that jump really nice. Oh, and we see it, and this time he does not let it go to the top of the screen.
He had it figured out, man.
Akashi taking it.
All right, and with that, we are ready for Grand Finals. Now, Grand Finals
versus AMO.
That's right.
Literally the last person to qualify versus a veteran of mystery game tournaments.
Oh, I know. This is such a crazy matchup. I mean, Akashi on his meteoric rise to come from out of nowhere, and now he's in Grands.
Yep. Yeah, and Samo, like we said, like one of the favorites to win this tournament, but has not had good luck in any of the Tournament of Champions before this year. So,
yeah, that's true.
His first time in Grand Finals for Tournament of Champions, that's for sure.
So Grand Finals works a bit differently this year. I got a little ambitious and decided that instead of doing, 2 out of 3 games, we would just run a straight gauntlet, which we will see in more detail here in just a moment with pre-recorded Tom. And then the first person to get up and go will be Samo. We'll be right back. Thanks, Tom. And by the way, your hair looks super nice this evening. Appreciate it, man. Yes, welcome to Grand Finals. The fact that you are here means that you are not only champions, but champions among champions. And I think that deserves a special challenge designed just for the two of you.
I'm in danger!
Traditionally, what we've done here is asked our finalists to compete in different games in a best-of-3 final. Not today. You may have heard of Nintendo's World Championships, where players must complete several rapid-fire challenges and are given a total score for their performance. Well, tonight we will be doing Tom's World Championships. You must complete 5 back-to-back challenges within the allotted time. You may retry each challenge as much as you like until it is complete. If a challenge is giving you a lot of trouble, you can also pass to move on to the next game. Just know that if you do this, there is no coming back, and you lose the chance to earn those points. So budget your time and your patience wisely. Our first challenge just lets us stretch our legs a little bit. Collect 50 rings and cross the goal. Just hold right to win. That is the joke about Sonic, right? No. Whoops. Moving on, the next challenge is Ninja Gaiden. This is a classically difficult game, but all you have to do here is finish Act 1, including the boss. Jump, slash, and wall jump your way to victory. Next up, we have the fighting game Primal Rage. There is an opportunity to make a lot of points here if you can pull it off. Choose your character and then we are going straight to the final battle.
Final battle.
The final battle is a gauntlet against all 7 characters. You will earn points for each enemy defeated on a single credit. If you pass here, you can keep all the points you've earned so far, but you forfeit the rest. To give you an edge, you will have 200% health, and the enemy will be weakened with about 75% health. Show me you have the skills to conquer the new Earth. The 4th challenge is simple. Defeat the final boss of Contra Hardcore. Well, one of them anyway. Specifically, your opponent will be the Ultimate Final Gun Big Magnum. To help you out, all of your weapons are unlocked, and we are using the Japanese version that uses health instead of a one-hit death system. Oh, and by the way, be sure to check out those controls. The first few frames of Slide are invincible, and changing the fire mode allows you to either move freely or aim your shots in 8 directions. It's going to help you out a lot. Our last and most difficult challenge begins with a song that goes like this. And yes, of course, that means the turbo tunnel. Believe it or not, this challenge could be worse. We could be doing the Klinger Winger. This challenge requires no introduction or explanation. Don't worry about lives, though. Just worry about getting the job done. You will earn points for crossing a checkpoint, but if you can finish the whole enchilada, this challenge is worth. To recap, here are the challenges and their points. Your controls will be on screen at all times. Good luck! Alright, here comes Samo's run. You'll notice he comes in with a few seconds behind, but don't worry about that because he will get that time back at the end.
So,
right.
Sonic, our first game here, keeping it simple. We're getting loosey-goosey. You got to get 50 rings. And you got to get to the end. With the super special, very nice. Allows you to
oh no!
Oh, losing all the rings right there though. Pretty rough. Pretty rough. All right, gonna need to collect some more rings though. This first stage, quite short, really. Oh, when you see it, only 29 rings.
Yeah, he's got
not enough to pass. He's running it back. They can choose to run it back or keep going. He chooses to run it back. 10 right away. Off to a stressful start, but you know, this level's short. Running it back can cost you a lot in later things, but you know, this stage is pretty safe. It's a little bit of a time disadvantage, and that's about it. Just slightly.
You know, it's just enough to shake off the nerves, get your eye in, you know, just focus up.
Yeah, we put this on the easy. We call this challenge easy, and it's not just easy because the difficulty's low. It's easy because the punishment for failing it is quite low, too. It's a very fast stage. As you can see. 55 this time around, and able to clutch it.
All right, we're moving on. Ninja Gaiden.
Samo getting 10 points right there. for completing that. Ninja Gaiden, yet again, very simple. Get to the end of the level and defeat the boss.
We are adding the extra wrinkle that we now have to worry about slashing and attacking our enemies. You can't just hold the jump button and get away with it.
Yeah, and there are a couple places that are definitely in this level that make you feel a fool. As you're seeing, just little things like this. Easier said than done. Sam finding it, though, that jump can stump a lot of people. It's super weird. It's much weirder than it looks. And then he's going to go get this dog, but chooses to just take the damage. Relatively low on health, but still doing all right. Yeah, trying to figure out this jump and finds it out. That's the real tricky one. That'll stump anyone that hasn't seen it before. Yet again, harder than it looks. And
yeah, here we go.
One more time.
Oh, no problem this time, though.
Just gets it. Learns his lesson the first two around. That one much harder than the others. You basically can't directly jump like you can the first two. That seems like the most boring part of the level, but like I'm telling you, that's the part that destroys people.
That may as well be Ninja Warrior Mount Midoriyama.
Yeah. All right, he's in the boss, but with very little health. You see, oh, he's got the dash dance down, though. And then just brute forcing his way through it. Is this going to work? And it does!
Wow, with 1 pixel left.
1 pixel left. He basically had 2 tactics. He tried one, and then the other, and then went back to the first tactic once he was out of health. It was pretty clever. So now this is 5 points per dinosaur, correct?
Yep, that's right. So 5 points per enemy down.
5 points per enemy down. Same out. Choosing Vertigo. A pretty fun character with some really large vertical jumping hitboxes.
Yeah, the character with the most range, but also the most recovery on block. So
that move right there that you see, that jumping tail from below, very, very good if your opponent is not anti-airing. You see he's just beating the tar out of this talent. And also remember, you have bonus health in this section, right? Bonus health, and you do bonus damage as well.
The enemy has about 75% health, and you have 200% health.
That's what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Now the Vertigo mirror match.
The Vertigo AI likes to try and counter you in the air, and arguably that's where Vertigo has a lot of trouble.
Yeah, you see that tail move I was talking about before is great, but it certainly is a hitbox below you. Oh, frozen in air by Blizzard. Blizzard using the anti-air. This computer not born yesterday, and again, getting some hits on it. Samo, though, not deterred, just keeps jumping in.
Yeah, just able to duck under these freeze breaths.
Yeah, that low crouch from Vertigo coming in handy. Taking out Blizzard. What seemed like a problem was not. Another 5 on the board.
Sauron coming in. Samo using these tried and true tactics of high-low mix-ups. It's doing great for him.
Yeah, this is working out very well for Samo. Another one.
Diablo, another one that likes to counter you in the air.
Yeah, right there. Sam now on his second bar of health, correct?
Yes, he is.
Do you remember how many dinosaurs in he is?
Oh gosh, I've lost count.
Far more than we expected. I'll tell you that much. Like once again, we tested this pretty thoroughly, and very rarely did people get more than 3 dinosaurs. Sometimes
2 or 3. Yeah.
2 or 3, I think, would be what it was.
So even making it this far is just tremendous.
Yeah.
By the way,
I want to say he's on 4. but I don't know.
Yeah, Primal Rage has a very granular difficulty system for whatever reason. It goes from 1 being the easiest and 16 being the hardest. 8 is the default, and where it's set here is 6. So just a couple marks below the middle. It's not as cheesy around this difficulty. Actually give these guys a chance to finish. Armadon's someone who's very difficult casually, but Samuel making light work of him.
Yeah. I blinked and Armagon was off the screen. Chaos. Now, Chaos and Blizzard they have their fireball shoot on stage as they jump on stage. It can be a little intimidating, but Sam, not intimidated.
No, not at all.
Running hard on a pixel of health, too. Like, any hit will do it, but he's just playing wood neutral.
That's it. So that's 6 down, 6 out of 7. I think he was right there.
Very impressive. Very impressive.
So he could have started over if he really wanted to, but I mean, that's 6. You're not going to start over from 6.
Yeah. Once again, in our testing, like 50 is a very strong score.
Oh, yeah.
Now, this is a tricky fight. What's it called, Tom? Big Gun? Mega Gun?
Yeah, it has this ridiculous Japanese name, but a lot of times it's just abbreviated as Big Magnum.
You see what Sam did right there. This is really one of the secret sauces to beating this level, is taking advantage of the iframes on the slide. You see you can get away with so much by doing it. Mega Man wishes he had iframes on this slide.
Oh, no kidding. Expertly sliding into the corner to get all of those iframes.
Yeah, super neat. Also clever because knowing that doesn't kill you in this game.
Oh,
You can
yeah.
slide off corners in a lot of games, but this is not one of them. So taking advantage of this this fire mode. So, if you hold diagonal up in the other fire mode, you'll run forward. So he's got this standing fire mode and the slide down. Look at that. It's insane.
Oh, we're going on to the next phase.
Doesn't even need anything else. Just is sitting there and devouring. Still has his missiles and everything. Doesn't need them. Says I'm fine. Look at that.
Wow.
Just brutally annihilated.
Oh, confusing the fireball, so it's just never gonna reach him.
Wow. So it's homing in, but it can't turn tight enough to hit him. So it's just spiraling around and allows Sam to just full force blast on that. Now he's using he uses a bomb. We're getting close to the end. Yet again, this one just slightly trickier, but Sam's still able to use that same tactic. Sam, now with the homing missiles, so he can also just kind of fire from either direction.
Very deliberate. His motion, his movement patterns there. Oh, and he takes it. He gets it done.
Wow. 70 points.
So now we're just on to Battletoads now. This is all that's left.
Yeah, Battletoads, sort of a game of utility in this gauntlet, in the sense that basically the reason you want to complete things fast is so you have more time for Battletoads.
Yeah, again, we're not worried about lives here. We're just worried about checkpoints. Just get as far as you possibly can.
Yeah, this is really just a battle of time and sanity. You really get to try this so many times. And, in a perfect world, it doesn't really take that long, but it gets in your head. There's a reason this is such an infamous retro game challenge. Sam's starting to adapt here. He's figured out this pattern. Once you kind of get in the flow, you got to be like a surfboarder in this level. You kind of got to find your rhythm, and Sam doing a great job of that. Just dodging left and right.
Taking that first checkpoint. Yeah,
Checkpoint's a major relief in this.
Oh, yeah. It actually slows your bike down to give you a breath.
Yeah, you literally, it's like breathe, breathe, breathe. All right, so he gets hit there, but once again, he got the checkpoint. So he's going to restart at the checkpoint. Quite nice.
Plenty of time on the clock, too. In a perfect world, if you did this without failing, it would take about 3.5 minutes. So he's actually still in a pretty good spot here. You know, even with taking a few deaths.
Yeah. Finding the timing on these ramps this time.
No, just a little too far forward.
No. He's hitting the ramps well, though.
He is. I think he's finally figured out the positioning of the ramps.
They're weird. It's really a trial and error when you do them.
You basically have to be square in the middle or just above. It's a little, it's a little finicky.
Welcome to fast-paced NES levels.
Oh, absolutely.
They turn the jank up to 11. That's how we like them.
Yeah, I'm using the Sega Genesis version of Battletoads because it's a little bit more lenient.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't know that, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, he goes for it, though.
Oh,
when
yeah.
you don't know with those jumps, when you don't get the big jump, you just kind of rush to the front of the screen and pray.
Because what else can you do?
Yeah, on some jumps, like on that one, it works. But on that long jump, you have to hit A. You need the full height of it.
Oh, no, just missing that ramp.
And missing it.
Ooh.
Another rough hit. Still a minute on the clock, though. Time to adapt. Once again, another thing that's really nice about this is being the last game, being that it's a time sync, you get points for every checkpoint. You know, unlike, I think the thing that's really stressful about Contra Hard Corps before this is you get nothing unless you complete it in time.
Yeah.
So this is like,
yeah,
it's not too bad to be losing.
Yeah, being all or nothing is a pretty rough position to be in. So this
another
kind of,
checkpoint right there.
there it is.
Moving on up.
20 seconds left.
Let's see if we can get another checkpoint. And also, folks, remember, you get to ride out your last life.
Yeah.
So,
there is overtime. That is a thing.
yeah, we're not going to cut you off when the clock goes off. That's when we cut off your...
Now, here we are. Overtime is in effect, so this is his last attempt. Oh, that blue ramp's so hard to hit. He's got it.
He gets the hit.
Third checkpoint.
Oh, and another checkpoint in overtime.
Jeez, he could go all the way, man. He's doing so great. Another blue ramp. He hits it. Oh, that was the tough one.
He's cooking. Oh, and he's down to this section.
Navigates the rats on rockets.
Easy.
Oh,
Easy.
no. Doesn't make the jumps there. So that is Samo's run. So now it's Akashi's turn, up against 85 points. The maximum score, as a reminder, was 105. So Samo nearly with a perfect run.
Doubled anybody's score from the testing phase.
Yeah, no one that we tested with got even near that. So that's a pretty tough score to go up against.
We did not test the game with champions. You can tell that.
Yeah. But you know, Akashi, he's been on fire this entire night. So if anybody can take it down, that's it. It's him.
And has some familiarity with not necessarily all of these games, but all of these genres. Play some old school games, play some fighters.
Whoa.
Oh, he goes back and he gets the ring.
Ooh.
The time advantage on Samo right there.
Yeah, right away.
Now, that took Sam 2 attempts, so that time Might come in useful when he's going to the Battletoads at the end.
Yeah,
Assuming
here we
he,
go.
Gets there. Rough start.
That's
Man,
okay.
it is just so easy for your life to melt in Ninja Gaiden.
Oh, sure is.
And another issue with this one is you also start from the beginning if you die, but it is a much greater punishment.
Yeah.
Just a lot longer to complete this level, as you can see. Figures out that first little jump. They really make you feel stupid for trying to jump. The wall jumping in this game.
Yeah, Ninja Gaiden 2, for those of you who are not familiar, did allow you to, just scale walls with your hands. I think because so many people had trouble with these wall jumps.
Part of Ninja Gaiden life. A little fake out. See, that can happen, though. Like, you also have, you want to try to jump on the wall, and when you do that, you just fall down. It's brutal. He's found it.
Oh.
Close. This is what we were talking about earlier. These are just tricky.
Oh, going for the hard climb.
Does it? That's pretty tricky. You usually don't get that on accident. You kind of got to go back and forth between those two walls, but Akashi finding a way to make it work. Low on health, but doable. Got to get out. Does not get hit by that last dog, and he's on the boss. Taking the hit. This boss does a lot of damage. That's one thing I will say about him. So when you get here, this is a rough situation. Oh, and he takes the L. Brutal.
Yeah, tried to play it safe.
Chooses to run it back.
Yeah. Tried to play it safe there at the boss. It didn't quite work out for him. So now we're here.
In modern games, when you see a boss, that's the smart tactic. They want to give you kind of a layup to where, if you solve the very simple pattern, you're rewarded. In old school games, they want to steal your lunch money.
Yeah, Ninja Gaiden especially notorious. Even as far as the last stage. If you make it to the final boss and you die, you have to start from the beginning, and that's like a 10-minute time loss.
Yeah. Oh, he was so close. He was getting it. It's just easy to doubt yourself with these wall jumps. There we go. Smooth that time. Look at how much life he's going into this next section with now. Yeah, another thing about Ninja Gaiden is if you are over the enemy, you just got to roll with it. See, this is another tricky thing. Yeah.
Got stuck.
Those signs are really there just to make you overthink. All right, he's at the boss. A little bit more health than last time. Getting some hits. Just decides to go for it.
Works this time.
Oh, and it works. Both players just having to trust in their sword.
Akashi immediately picked Sauron here. I had to confirm with him. I was like, hey, did you really mean to do that? And he's just like, go. Just go. All right, man. We're going with Sauron.
Getting hit by, like we said, when Chaos and Blizzard come in, they jump on screen with that fireball. So if you're not paying attention, they can hit you. Akashi and Sam tied up at this point.
Oh, on that second life bar already, though.
Yeah. Chaos just hitting these hits in, like I said. Sam making it look easy, but these computers will do a helping of pain to you.
Chaos was the one who took Samo down, too.
Yeah, it's just unlucky. Akashi got him first instead of last.
Well, got one down.
Down. Another tricky part about the Primal Rage section is you can win a lot of points off of it, but it is such a time sink.
Yeah, you have to really commit to it.
Normally, it would not be a bad one to even potentially just take what you get from, but Samo has got so many points here. You gotta at least get something.
Oh, he took that last hit there, so he's going to have to start over if that's what he wants to do. We're trying to get him to acknowledge the rules. Hey, buddy, you got to start over.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
All right. And here,
getting hit by that same, that sneaky fart. We've all met somebody that farts like that, you know? You turn around and before you know it, hit you in the face. Akashi down to the same life again. Chaos just doing a lot of work.
oh, the slide.
Ammo, and it's just a bummer. You got him first this time around. It's random what order the dinosaurs come in, correct, Tom?
Yeah, that's right.
Taking out Chaos much faster this time around, though. That's 5 points on the board. Now the mirror match. Who's the real Sauron?
Now, this is the PlayStation version of Primal Rage, and Sauron's AI exhibits some strange behavior here. Normally, he likes to play the Shoto that you're used to seeing, you know, throwing fireballs from range and then punishing jump-ins. But on the PlayStation version, he doesn't do that. He just uses normals.
Wow. Yeah, PlayStation version a little bit sillier.
It's it's a little jank.
Screens, we've got jank, but we found it charming in this specific format. So Tom making that decision, one that I'm certainly enjoying.
Vertigo. 3 down.
It's another one. 3 down. That's pretty good. Like 3's definitely the correct. Like you got your points. And I see too, I didn't notice this. The skeletons of the corpses lining up in the background.
That's right.
As you defeat them. That's pretty cool. I did not know that.
Oh, taking that last hit from Diablo. So he chooses to move on here. So we're into Contra Hardcore. Probably a smart move.
Yeah. Tekken 3 is correct. You don't have time to run that any more times. You're ever halfway through your timer. Now, Akashi, you see, getting familiar with the controls. So Samo, already pretty familiar with this. Akashi's going to have to take a second. Oh, it's brutal.
Yeah, down a life, down a weapon.
So many points if you can win it, but it's worth nothing if you don't.
Yeah, there's no half measures here. Either you get it or you don't. But that's why it's challenge number 4.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How many phases are there of the boss?
I think there's 3 or 4. It's quite a few.
3 or 4. So you really, at first, you're kind of tempted to just tank it, and you cannot. You are going to have to do some sort of tactical evasion. And, like always, the problem, too, is the further you get in the fight, the more time it's costing you. So, you really want to get comfortable with your movement before getting to phase 2 of this boss. Easier said than done, of course, though.
Yeah.
Also, if you die with a weapon equipped, you lose that weapon. So, as useful as this is, the homing missile can easily be lost.
Now, we're on last life, last health already, so one hit will take him out of this particular run, and there it is. Now, he can choose to pass if he wants, or he can start over, and he's going to give it another shot.
Wise decision. You got to give this 2 shots. Yeah, this is so much harder without that slide tactic Samo was using.
Right. It looks like he found out
the second,
the fixed shot mode.
This is the first thing you have to find out. Fixed shot mode is just specifically in this fight is much better. For the most part.
Ooh,
there are some scenarios where you can use the homing missile and be turning the opposite direction. But for the most part, fixed shot, very good.
Yeah.
Akashi figuring this out though. Gets through there. Look at that. Doesn't need the slide.
He's seen all this before now, so he at least knows kind of what's coming.
Playing good. About to finish through this phase, I believe, even. Gets over that, too.
Oh, there we go.
Man, Akashi adapting this on phase, too. Looking good.
Oh, yes, the homing
3
fireball.
health. The homing fireball, which we saw Sam make a fool of, but normally this fireball can make a fool of you. Because you want to just push through it, and it does not die. It can hit you as many times as it feels like.
We're down to last hit again. Oh, he can't do it. And he has chosen to pass. Yeah. So we are not going to get those points. So it all hinges on Battletoads right now.
Let's see how Akashi does in Battletoads. Instantly taken to it. Gamer's Instinct can get you pretty far in Turbo Tunnel. Well, Gamer's Instinct can get you pretty far in Turbo Tunnel when it's infinite lives.
Yeah, when you have as many tries as you like, Turbo Tunnel becomes a bit more manageable.
When you casually get to this level in the game, it's such a ripoff. Because, if you're good at the game, this section, that does not mean you are good at this section.
Yeah, the rest of the game up to this point is nothing like this.
So this is one of the reasons that I think this section is so notorious. Because there are... for those of you that don't know, this game is phenomenally difficult. There are more difficult sections in this game. But it at least somewhat has the mechanics of the base game. Where this is just have you been playing chess? Now let's see how you fare at Monopoly. Getting a little antsy, doing that jump early.
He got the checkpoint, though.
Yeah, that's a good point. He did get the checkpoint. So very nice.
Oh,
seeing if he could just do that. Yeah, got to be right in the middle for those. The game is picky on that. Gets it this time. Going for it again. Now finds that timing to do the super jump. Gets hit, but it's important he got the timing for the super jump. That's really the key to getting through this, because this level loves just throwing that at you. The second you start to feel comfortable.
Yeah, getting over those barriers, but missing the ramp.
Missed the ramp. Yeah, it's why it's so important in this section to come back to center. It's just so you don't accidentally miss any of these ramps. Gets it again. Very good. Ooh. Not making it over that second hurdle.
Now we're under a minute and a half now. Quite a lot of ground to make up. Gets the ramps, though.
Believes in the dream. Dodging left and right.
Nice. Nice.
Gets it again. Like I said, Akashi's got good instincts.
Gets the next ramp. I think he's figured it out.
Oh, he's in it.
And there's the next
another
checkpoint.
checkpoint.
Whoa.
Oh.
Just clips that last wall.
This part makes a fool of us all.
Oh, whoops. We've all done it. We've all done it.
I remember when we were testing this, I think I just spent 10 minutes on this, on a part like this, going up and down and up and down. Because it is tricky.
20 seconds on the clock. Now, yeah.
He's gonna need a miracle. He's gonna need to hack into the game's main core. Change the rules.
Oh, missing the ramp.
Ooh. Final stock. We're in overtime. Let's see how far Akashi can get. Schmoovin. Jumps. Goes a little high. Is that going to hurt him? No, he hits the ramp. Here we go. Oh, never mind. We're in a different section than I thought.
Ooh, just
Akashi
dodging
moving
these.
well, though.
Yeah. Hit another blue ramp. Not this time. Oh. So Akashi with his 50 points up against Samo there. What an admirable effort. I mean, against anyone else that we tested this with, Akashi would have won.
Yeah, the funny part is both of these players scored higher than any of the testers. So probably if they went up against anybody else, they would have won. But Sam, just honestly, they both did well in every game. But Sam won, getting so many points in primal range. That was phenomenal. That was a true feat. And then just knowing how to apply those perfect timed slides and iframes to Contra, plus tricking the homing fireball so he could just sit there and unload. Man, we hadn't seen anything like it in any of our testing. It was phenomenal.
Well done to both of our competitors, man. What a great grand finals that was.
Yeah. Shout outs to both of them. Seriously, phenomenal feats of gaming. That's what we're here to see, you know. Wonderful stuff. Akashi, his first Tournament of Champions and his second, and his qualifying on the last chance qualifier to get a score that would have beat almost anybody else probably. And then Samo has been to all of the Tournaments of Champions, is one of the most frequent champions, but has never had a strong running in Tournament of Champions. So it's literally like this season, it's really cool because you got to see Super Saiyan 2, but unfortunately, you saw Super Saiyan 3 in the same episode.
Yeah, man.
But
I was really
phenomenal.
I was so impressed with Akashi throughout this whole tournament. Coming up from last chance qualifier, which in itself was a bit of a gauntlet.
What was it? Wasn't it?
It was all of the worst fighting games I could find, and I just put them all in one list.
Shitty game tournament.
That's right. And Samo, man, this is probably the one tournament that he was missing under his belt. He's been to so many of our competitions and winning quite a few, or if he's not won, he has at least made it to, top 3, usually.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy to see Samo come away with the victory here.
No, it is nice. Honestly, he deserved one. It's really cool to have him as one of the champs. He certainly earned it. So, round of applause to both of our champions. Folks, for anybody new, keep an ear to the ground. We're going to try to put more match content on the internet machine, along with everything else. And, if you're in the area, check out a tournament IRL. Whether you're playing or just here to watch the show, it is a phenomenal experience. It really is just so hype, unlike anything else you're going to see.
All right, guys, and that is going to do it for Tournament of Champions. If you've stuck it out with us all the way to this point, thank you so much for being here. We love doing this all the time.
We're really good. Follow us on the internet machine. Check out our Discord. Stay tuned. We're going to have more tournaments and bigger tournaments than ever before. So whatever type of game you're into, we've probably got a show for you. Tom, that's all I got to say. Take us away.
I've been Tom from Mystery Game Fight Club, and I'll see you in the next one. Doodles!